So Trevor Lawrence tested positive for the coronavirus, and he will miss Saturday's game against Boston College. His backup DJ, I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name. I believe it's Ua Gali Lile. Not sure, but with Trevor Lawrence being out, I think college football gets very, very interesting because I believe Ohio State is about to go undefeated. And Clemson plays Notre Dame next Saturday. And they're saying that they're not sure. They're not sure if Trevor Lawrence will be back when they play Notre Dame. I'm pretty sure that Clemson is going to beat Boston College even without Trevor Lawrence. But it's yet to be said who else has COVID on their team. So, but looking to next week when they play Notre Dame, they could definitely lose that game. I believe Notre Dame is the fourth ranked team in the nation. They could definitely lose that game. And just looking at it, I mean, Alabama is undefeated. Ohio State is undefeated. Notre Dame, if they beat Clemson, would still be undefeated. So you have to look, and it could be a chance where I don't know what the college committee would do, but it could be a chance that Clemson wouldn't even make the playoffs. This is why this season is definitely the craziest season, because I'm trying to figure out how exactly they're going to say who makes the playoffs and what will be their reason. Because if Clemson does drop a game to Notre Dame next week, gets very interesting because Georgia, they only have one loss. Where do you rank Georgia and Clemson then when both of them only have one loss? And it gets very interesting. And Clemson, honestly, I think you have to train your players to be ready to step up. This backup quarterback, he should be ready to step up. Clemson has a thing where when they get up so many points, they don't like to step on the neck of their opponents. The only time they did that this year was against Georgia Tech, and I believe they beat them 50 something, like 7. They really beat them down. So, but other than that, Clemson, they take their foot off the gas a lot. And I think that can hurt you. In situations like this, it can hurt you because you're trying to go out there and you don't want to blow a team out. Well, now your backup quarterback, he has to be ready now. He has to really play. He isn't going out there just handing the ball off. He has to be ready now. He has to step up. I think this is big for somebody like Ohio State, Alabama, Notre Dame, all of these Cincinnati, all of these teams, they should look forward to this. They should be paying attention to what's going on in Clemson, because if Clemson does take a L, it's up to the committees. The committees got to figure out what exactly they're going to do, because that's when it becomes very, very interesting. I'm guessing it says that he has to wait 10 days. And I believe that is the exact day that Trevor Lawrence is supposed to come back, is that exact day against Notre Dame. So I'm thinking if Nick Saban came back and he coached that game against Georgia when he contracted the virus that same week, I'm guessing that Trevor Lawrence will play next week against Notre Dame. I think the Big Ten is the only conference that are super hard when it comes to this whole COVID situation. I think all the rest of the conferences, they're a little more laid back and they're giving a lot of leeway. So me personally, I think he's going to play in the game against Notre Dame, but it shall be seen. It's very, very interesting. If he doesn't be able to play, that's going to get very, very interesting. Going against Ian Book and Notre Dame, Notre Dame could definitely take them down. But my prediction is I think Clemson will get these next two games with or without Trevor Lawrence.